David, what kind of percentage time do you spend, say, preparation versus spraying, or?
Well, preparation's probably about 80% of the time. Spraying, when I get to this actual color and the first coat, I can tell if it's going to work or not. I've got relief just pours through my body that, yes, this is going to work. The worst thing I hate is have to stop and then prepare some more and prepare some more. You know, everybody thinks that, you know, all you got to do is paint it and it comes out like that, but I've got many factors that I fight with, such as weather. I can't paint in rainy or humid weather because it's water-based paint. I can't paint sometimes when the guys are out there working, you know, if they're working with solvents or oils or something, and because then I'll get fish eyes on my, you know, contamination on my paint. But also, you know, after it gets done painting, you know, it looks really nice, but we still have to do our color sanding and rubbing out. Right now what you see is the car being
So the paint is a long way to go after it's sprayed. It just doesn't come out like that out of the gun.
No, not at all. We have to make it glassy and shiny.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
out of the gun it comes out okay, but still orange peely. And you have to color sand the orange peel, and preparation before that is what stays on top. So when you prepare it, you have to leave it as smooth like this on the bottom. So when you lay your paint, it's going to come out smooth like this. Now when you put clear on it, you can't help but get some orange peel on it, which you color sand and rub out.
okay, this is Cal Customato. He, well, Cal, you can talk about some of the things you do. A lot of the rebuilds, the transmission, the drivetrain. You do handle a lot of the drivetrain.
Yes,
And when did you start here?
1966.
1966. So it's almost since day one of the
That's right.
of the organization. So Cal is the brain trust of all of the component parts and the models and so forth. So I imagine you've seen a lot of interesting things over the years.
Yeah, had a lot of changes too.
One of the things I think you've commented before is when you take these, like the engines and drivetrains apart, the detail that Packard went to. Maybe you can comment on that. Some of the, because I think you mentioned that some of the gears are finer than normally you'd see in other types of automobiles.
Transmission, for example, all the gears originally were lapped at the factory. And on the senior cars, all the gears are marked as a match set. When you take it apart, you can see that.
So they really went to a lot of effort to make this car special.
Well, yes. Those transmissions, when they're right, they're almost silent. You can't hear any gear whine or anything.
You know, I came walking in here with nice gray hair, black hair, and now it's all gray, but that's to let you know how many years we've been here. We're going to be celebrating our 50th probably 2 weeks, and that's to let everybody know that we're still open and we're still doing Packards. So, you know, Packards get changed by colors, we lose customers, we get new customers, and we just, you just see the way the wheels turning on these cars.
Sometimes you see the same car coming back over the years?
Same car sometimes, but a new owner.
Okay.
Now what I'm mentioning is new owner would be, okay, I don't like this color, let's change the color, because every time I would say, oh, this used to be Tom's car. Now I want to change it over to green because I want it to be my car.
Okay,
So
sure.
that's the thing we do, or we leave it, because a lot of car shows you go to, that used to belong to so-and-so, that used to belong to Tom, that used to belong to Ed Gephardt, so, you know, people buy other people's cars, but, you know, you want to be proud that it's your car for what you spent money on, not somebody else's name on it.
And you personalize it.
Right, so
Yeah,
you want to personalize that, and you know, you got to stop and say, no, this was Tom's. Yeah.
Okay, we have Toby here, and he's going to talk a little bit about what he does. He makes things happen. So a lot of things errands and things that need to be done to complete tasks he does. So Toby, so what are some of the things you do in the shop?
Oh, I help Cal with everything that he needs to have done, and I help Sandy and David, then I help Robert, then I help the Packard Club.
All right, so you do a lot of parts and pieces. So you run things out to get parts, and
Yes.
you do steam cleaning, you do some of the disassembly.
Yes, and then I go take the parts and pick up the parts, that needs to be rebuilt, and I go pick them up and drop them off, and then go pick them up. And then if they need parts here, if we have it here, I'll find it and or remove it from some car or some motor and hand it to them so they can see what they can work with.
So, and everybody needs everything yesterday,
Yes.
and you get it for them.
Yes.
All right. Thank you, Toby. We have Al Escalante, and most of his sons all work here. So, Al, tell us a little bit about the source of pride you have of the job that everybody does here at
Well, you
Custom
know,
Auto.
I'm really, really proud of my boys that, you know, for the past 50 years, we've been keeping these beautiful cars alive. And I myself, I worked right along with them for a number of years. And I was always proud to work on these cars, even if they weren't on my cars. But when I was done with it, it was said, wow, what a beautiful car. And I was proud because we did it. And I remember a lot of times that Robert and the boys come up, Dad, he says, you know, you don't have to work so hard. He says, you know, just take it easy. He says, and take your time. And I thought, okay, fine. So they leave me alone. Then pretty soon they come back and they said, just don't forget our name is behind it. So that tell me that don't lay off, keep going and do a good job. But you know, I'm proud that we have been keeping these cars alive, and I'm proud of my boys again, and that we all have done this, and especially Robert, because he worked so hard to keep this place alive, and it is like today. And this is why we're having this 50th anniversary, because we're very, very proud of what we have done so far.